Hi, I'm Jeremy, and I'm your host of Tell Me Wine TV, where we try to answer your questions about wine right here on the internet. And today we have a question sent in from Mathew from New Rochelle. I think Mathew sent us a question before. And he is a soccer fan, and he asks about Pinotage, the great grape of South Africa. And can you tell me more about it? And it's funny, a lot of people do, when they speak about South African wine, talk about Pinotage. And here we have a bottle of it. And Pinotage was as the name kind of sounds like, it's a combination of two grapes. It's Pinot Noir and Cinsault, which at the time of this creating this hybrid, Cinsault was known as Hermitage down in South Africa, and it was first created or invented in the mid 1920s as a new varietal to kind of give a stamp to South African winemaking. And I often think about Pinotage as well when referring to South African wines. And much to my surprise, less than 4% of all vines, all grapevines, all grapes that are produced in South Africa, 4% are Pinotage. Chenin Blanc is the king of South Africa, in fact, not Pinotage. And we know Chenin Blanc from the Loire Valley is a very important grape there. But South Africa is considered one of the great winemaking regions of the world, and I think post-apartheid we're going to see more and more great wines coming out of South Africa. But to be honest, I really can't name a Pinotage that people are talking about or raving about or of note from South Africa or anywhere else. And I'll also add, I've never seen a Pinotage from anywhere else but South Africa. But we have one here, and I have no real experience with Pinotage, so we're just going to try this Pinotage from the Ukulu winemakers. It's a Pinotage 2001. Ukulu means the big one, and it says red wine there on the label. And let's see what Pinot Noir and Cinsault taste like together. Now, Pinot Noir, as you know, is a very modest grape, a fragile grape, a grape that is produced into wines of pretty serious note from Burgundy, and California, and Oregon, and Germany. And Cinsault is one of those grapes that really is used as a blending grape. I can say I've only had Cinsault, 100% Cinsault once, and it was actually a rosé. So here we go, Pinotage, 2001 vintage. It's a nice, dark, plum red, really dark wine. Interesting. It's an interesting nose. Very barnyardy, in a good way. And there's something else right there. It's like wet grass. Wow, a lot of stuff coming out of this glass. The big one. It has that New World kind of extracted eucalyptus thing. Bit of alcohol, it's 14%. May I have my bucket, please? I'm quite prepared to drink this. A little synthetic. It's a super big, concentrated wine. Thank you. So here we go. Very meaty. dark brooding wine. Like I said, very concentrated. Absolutely needs food. I mean, this is a pretty. That's why they call it the big one, because it is in fact pretty big, monstery, gigantic kind of a wine. I don't know what I was expecting offhand. So Pinotage, I have a slightly new understanding of it. This obviously is an older vintage, 2001. But yeah, I would have said that it was Australian, I think, and obviously I would never have guessed Pinotage. But it's not a bad grape. I heard somebody say, have you, like, a good Pinotage is an oxymoron. There ain't such a thing. But I would probably disagree that there are probably many good Pinotages. So in honor of the World Cup in South Africa, why don't you run out and get a Pinotage? I don't know if you'll be able to find this producer, Umkulu, the big one, and try it. It's a wine like no other. This is real. Pinotage. Thanks, Matthew, for sending in your question into Tell Me Wine TV, and keep sending your questions into Tell Me Wine TV.